up, guys? Welcome to the Ayomigs podcast. I'm here with my cousin John Micheal. He's got a bunch of info for us. A little update about your new IG page,
Yeah,
Wrestling Bros.
yeah.
Dude, Wrestling Bros, man. Tell us about it.
Wrestling Bros is created by me and my homie Eugene. He's in college. We were in the same college together. So shout out to him. Almost at 3,000 followers now. Got a new podcast out on Spotify. Episode 1 still available now for all listeners on Spotify. So take a listen. It's pretty interesting.
That's nice. And I've been out for like a while now, not doing no pods, vlogs, but I'm back at it. So new year, new start. So let's see how it goes. But so dude, back to that. So when you made it, I followed it, and then I saw like everything on it. And it's just like a memory lane for me. So.
Exactly.
And like, I think that's pretty cool. Like I see you've always been a big fan.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that knows you, and like that was always like that's your thing. Like you something else you stuck to. Like that was like you really stuck to that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just wanted you to like talk about like what made you want to make that, and like how like that's like how it's gonna change like everything. Well, you told me stuff before, but like just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like me and my homie Eugenio, we were in the same college class for history class. I think that's what it was, if I can remember correctly. And I'll just tell us like how we met really quick.
Yeah, go for it. No,
So
go for it.
I was walking in the class, was expecting not to make any friends in college, but then I see him wearing a wrestling shirt, and it caught my eye. I was like, this guy's wearing a wrestling shirt. I haven't found no other wrestling fans here besides my other friend Gabe. Shout out to him. Hopefully he listens to this too. I mean, he better. But anyway, back to my homie Eugenio. I saw him. I talked to him and said, "Hey, that's a nice shirt." And what it was it was what was it? It was a SmackDown shirt when they first came out back in 1999. It was that logo on the shirt. I was like, "Oh shit, that's pretty cool. You watch wrestling too?" He goes, "Oh hell yeah." Said, "I'm a big time wrestling fan." I'm like, "Oh shit, me too." So we just got along quick like that, and then we've been talking for a while. And I was the one that brought up to him, saying, "Hey, we both know a lot about wrestling. He probably knows more than I do, which is for sure he does." But and then I think it was after the semester when we were still talking, and I messaged him randomly one day, and I go, "Hey, fuck it, let's just go make a page, wrestling page, just to see how it does."
Yeah.
And he said, "You know what? Let's do it. We ain't got nothing else to do. We got a lot of time on our hands, so we did it, and bam, now we're here."
Yeah, like you said, you had like what 3,000 right now?
Almost at 3,000. I
Almost at
think
3,000?
last time I checked, we were 94 followers away from 3,000. But it's just been an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Because when we first started, in about I say like a month, we gained like 200, not like 200, I'd say about 150 followers in a month, which is okay because it's a start off page. And then we just started posting consistently each day, and then it started getting bigger, and then by then we were up to 400, and then we did a little follow spree that helped us get to like about 700 to 800 followers. And then we posted this one video, I think, that went super viral in the wrestling community on Instagram, and then it just blew up from there. We started to get like 1,000 followers then, which was a huge milestone for us, especially for me and probably for him too, because like, you know, when you hit 1,000 followers, you think you're the shit.
Yeah.
You think you're the shit with people. So
Yeah.
then I was just telling everybody about it. And then, you know, people wrestling nowadays, nobody seems to care unless you're a fan. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, I heard about it in like in the news and stuff."
Yeah.
But like, and then next thing you know, we just started posting consistently again. Posting like really good stuff, like nostalgia, vintage photos, you know, all that stuff that people like, because people love nostalgia.
Yeah.
People say they don't, but they love nostalgia. Then we hit 2,000 in a matter of, I'd say, 3 weeks. We hit 2,000 followers in a week, in 3 weeks. And then now it's just, holy crap, we're already almost at 3,000, and we're already like 2 weeks into the new year, just about. And we hit 2,000, I believe, when was it? I can't remember when we hit 2,000, but when I first saw it, I went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But it's been an awesome ride.
That's
I
sick.
love it. I love the page.
Yeah, like I was like we were talking about earlier, like I've been actually watching like wrestling YouTube videos, like just like the TBT stuff. Like
Yeah.
stuff that I was like, damn, like cuz I started guys page and I started like I don't know how I went on this like YouTube thing, you know, everyone goes on YouTube and goes through a whole of like videos. And like that happened to be one of them. And now they're just popping on my feed like crazy. And it's like it's pretty cool. And like I've been out of it for like a while. I mean, you're really into it. And like I see like new faces. And I'm like, what the heck? And like these are like the headliners or like the main event guys. And I'm like, who the heck, you know?
Yeah.
Or I remember those headliners now are the ones that I remember were on the come up, or like they were like, you know, somewhat getting to the headline, but they would always lose. Like they were like the ones that like the bad evil bad guys.
Yeah, the heel.
Yeah. So that's what I remember. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, dude, I think we found something when we started posting, like, once again, like nostalgia, like old videos from like our childhood and shit.
Yeah.
And people
sure.
are like, oh, I remember those days. Like those were good times growing up.
Yeah.
Like going home after school on a Monday, doing your homework, and then once it hits 8:00 and you're ready to watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's hella TBT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then,
for sure.
And then when it hits
That's
the
sick.
weekend,
Yeah.
you know, it's Friday, you got no homework.
Exactly.
Go home, play the video game really
Yeah.
quick, play a little wrestling video game,
Yeah.
and when it hits 8:00 there, you're ready to watch Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, that's you just a memory lane for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those were the days. Like I don't know if like how many people were watching this are like wrestling fans, but I for sure was. Just like I think it was huge like when I was younger for me. And like I just remember like those days, like I always remember like Monday Night Raw, like I would like to watch it. Sometimes like they were like, yo, you gotta go to bed. Had to turn it off. Sometimes I would have like missed like the main what happened, and you find out that later on.
Yeah.
And then you kind of watch SmackDown, but SmackDown wasn't like SmackDown yet. It was kind of like it was still there, but it was like everyone knew like the best were on Raw, so you missed.
Which was
whatever that
understandable.
was.
You had to go to bed for Monday because it was a school night, and plus
Right.
Monday Night Raw at that time when we were kids came on at like at what 9:00.
Yeah, it was, now they make them
Now it's
Prime,
like
like
now it's a
7 or
3-hour show, so they start like at 8.
sort of 8 or 7.
I mean, it's a
7 or 8
it's at 8.
on Mondays.
Yeah, Mondays.
So it goes all the way to
All the way to 11. All the way to 11.
And it used to end at.
It used to, you know, Raw was a 2-hour show, same as.
It was longer, wasn't it?
No, sometimes they had those little 3-hour specials back when we were kids, but it was 2 hours back then. Now, because wrestling was in so high demand, the boss, Vince McMahon, moved it to 3 hours because of money, which I understand why. Advertisements means more money.
Right. Yeah. So like I remember those days for sure. And now I'm thinking about it, like all those times, like we would play like in your like a jumper or something. Like, everyone would like start wrestling. It was like a thing. Like
It was definitely.
I think that's everyone. Like I don't know if
I'm gonna be honest.
you know.
I still do that.
You really?
If I see a jumper,
Just
and if there's a
freaking-
bunch of big kids in it,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna start wrestling. And I'm sorry, but that's just still the kid in me. Yeah, I'm 20 years old, but that's not gonna change.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. It just stays with you. Like that's something you love. I get
Like
it.
you
It's
know
just
those
the wrestling.
phases.
Like it's not even about like
Yeah.
the whole. Like I think what you're trying to say is like it's not the whole about the whole jumper thing in wrestling. It's just because that's like your thing. Like that's like you love it. You remember. Like
you ever get in trouble in elementary school for doing wrestling moves on each other during recess?
that's you. I never just
No.
like that, but I know you were.
That
like,
might have
into
been
it.
me.
Yeah.
Or get in trouble. You know, me remember DX, Degeneration X.
Oh yeah, that you
The-
can't do that. Yeah, you
the
can't
little
do that.
DX show. I did that a lot. I got in trouble a lot.
Trouble.
But you know, it's just people
look
grow
at
out
you
of
now
it.
with
Yeah.
the IG page.
Yeah, with the IG
Famous.
page,
About
almost
at
3,000
Yeah.
followers.
I get you. All right.
But like the crazy thing is though, there's I don't want to say crazy, but it's okay for people to grow out of the wrestling phase.
Mm.
Like I get it, that you're growing up, you want to be the cool person. Wrestling's whack, it's fake. And when you find out it's fake, then you just lose interest in it.
Right.
But then for me, it's like, those grandparents watching their novelas and shit on the weekdays or whatever.
Right.
That's like my novella. Instead, it has action.
Right. Okay. So now, yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that because now that I got older and realized all that stuff, and people talk about it, wrestling, fake, or whatnot, and the UFC people, like, everything's trying to collab. And
Yeah.
so someone, I don't know what I was listening to, but it's basically that. Like you just said, it's entertainment. That's why it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's not fighting. It's world what is
Wrestling
it?
entertainment.
World wrestling entertainment. So you're right. It is entertainment. So that's why it's like fake but real. They're doing. It's not like it's
characters,
yeah,
but they do.
but they're doing. It's like us people doing.
Like
it.
they
It's
could get hurt doing it.
No, yeah, that's why I agree with this. So it is real. It's just they do what they're gonna do, but you still do it. Like if you jump off the thing and you miss, you land on the floor. You land on the floor. You practice that, and I gotta practice. You gotta do it.
Yeah,
and that's probably gonna hurt. You know,
definitely.
So that's why I understand. Like that's why the whole story and like when we were younger, we're like, oh, like shit, like freaking.
Like when you find out wrestling is fake, people understand. Like kids will get heartbroken,
right?
Or they don't want to believe it,
right?
It's like with Santa Claus.
Mm.
You know, I don't want to.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. It's something that you believe in and you realize it's fake, even though when you believe it wasn't fake. No,
but Santa is real though, folks. Remember that Santa's real.
So, yeah. Okay. So that's a good point. So like that's why like when I didn't grow out of it because it was fake. I think I just stopped watching it. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. People just stop watching it.
Yeah. But like there's certain videos like back to your page when you post it, I'm like, holy shit, dude! Like this is like.
Oh yeah,
it's sick, and I'm like, damn. There's so many like things, so many characters, or whatever, or like what happened to him, or are they done, or they changed? They changed their story or the character. The plot.
They change up the character, like they change up their gimmick, to refresh themselves, like they refresh their character. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll give an example. If people know this, back then, everybody knows the Undertaker. Yeah, everybody knows the Undertaker.
Yeah, you should. Everyone should. Even if you don't watch, I think you should know.
You should know who the Undertaker is.
Yeah, 100%.
For me, that's the greatest wrestler of all time. And I think you were probably gonna say for me it was gonna be John Cena, because back then I was a kid, I was a huge John Cena.
Yeah, fan. But that was John Cena. That was that time when he was like John Cena.
He was the guy.
Yeah. No, I agree. Undertaker's probably.
But for me, Undertaker's greatest of all time because he's been doing it for so long. Uh-huh. But like, okay, I'm gonna use him as a character change. Back then, like '99. His dead man gimmick was starting to get stale, so he left. He went away for a couple months, and he came back as the American Badass. What the American Badass is, it's basically actual Undertaker, the guy who rides motorcycles, the guy who's fucking a Texan badass. Mm. But then he went back to the dead man because people wanted to see the dead man again. Mm. The American Badass gimmick was dying out, so he had to make another change. Mm. Basically, staying fresh. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta. Some wrestlers got to do that.
It was like the Hardys.
The Hardy Boys?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Hardy Boys.
I think that was like, everyone knew like that was like the shit for sure.
Oh, yeah. People always everybody in their childhood was trying to do the Swanton Bomb.
Yeah.
Doing flips and shit. Yeah. It's freaking at school during recess. Fucking doing wrestling moves at school.
It's crazy.
Hey, man, that was part of childhood.
No, for sure. You're right. Yeah. 100%. So like, I always think of stuff like that when you post certain things, and that makes me think like, damn, that's pretty crazy.
And that's why you like it.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's why I like it. And so like, what made you guys want to like who came with the logo? Like who came with like the
my homie Eugenio. This man's a wizard at this stuff. I don't know how he does it. I just pitched the idea of making the page, and he took it full storm. And I love this dude. This man's fucking awesome. He should get a lot of credit for what he's done. I'm giving him a lot of credit. Yeah. Because this man, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Really laid back dude. Fucking, I'm glad I met him. He's fucking awesome.
That's sick. Hey, so I have this Funko right here that you really liked.
Oh, yeah.
And just tell me what you like about it. Obviously, you can see.
Obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the greatest fucking Charger players to ever fucking play the game of football. One of the greatest running backs. What I like about this is the dark visor.
Yeah, he was done for that. Yeah. The commercial?
Yeah.
The commercial. Yeah, that was cool.
For me, when I see a dark visor, or when I see a football player wearing a dark visor out in the field, I think of LaDainian Tomlinson, because that fucking look he had with the that helmet, the lightning bolt, and the dark visor, like this helmet right here. It was just, I don't know, it just looked so intimidating. Like, you just know you're not gonna be able to tackle that guy on the field.
Yeah, dude, it's dude. When I came out, I hopped on it like real quick.
As you should.
Yeah, it was really cool. I like it. I like that one a lot.
I mean, shoot, I would have that on my fucking wall.
Yeah, I have a couple more.
I'm not
But-
like a shrine. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like I'll be praising that shit every day.
That's crazy.
I'm a
Yeah.
big time Chargers fan, and I'm still glad he holds the record for the most touchdowns by a running back in a single season, which no one will ever break.
Mm.
I'm sorry to all the other opposing teams out there, but your running back is not breaking LT's record. That record will remain a Charger player's record forever.
That's a statement, huh?
That's a statement. I'm making an actual statement here. I'm calling him out right now.
I don't know. I think it'll change.
You-
The only reason I say that is because I've seen, I mean, NFL posted, MLB, whatever,
Yeah.
NBA. The times were different, and I feel like people were.
It's easy
The
for the
pace-
quarterback. It's
Well, I
hard for
feel
the
like the
running back.
pace is picking up,
Yeah,
even from back then, from any sport. Everything's picking up something faster. Everything's going.
it's everything.
Like, yards weren't.
Yeah.
Maybe yards weren't either. Maybe it wasn't easy.
Everything for the
easily-
league now, it's meant for the offense to succeed. It's
Mhm.
hard because it's hard for a defense to play actual really good defense because then they'll get called for a penalty for it. Like you can't hit a quarterback.
That's
yeah,
and that was I was about to say that same thing. The game that's what I was getting. It was like the
Yeah.
game has changed where defense players, it's almost hard for them to play defense.
just think about
Yeah.
it. Just think about it. Would you fucking want to watch a like a really good defensive game where no team is scoring touchdowns
Mm.
and only field goals?
Mm.
Like the entire game is like this team's up sits because they have 2 field goals made. The other team has 3 because they made 1 field goal.
Mm.
Would you rather watch that, or would you rather watch teams putting 40 on each other?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, like for me though, I like the back and forward.
Yeah,
of, like
because it's
low score.
entertainment. It's entertainment.
Yeah,
For me,
entertainment, that's the word.
I'm a defensive guy. I love defense.
Yeah, I watch.
So if I see teams playing really good defense, I'm gonna watch to see how the offense figures out how to score.
mm-hmm.
But
That's a good.
I mean, I like back and forth games too because it's entertaining. Cause I
Mhm.
get entertained by that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm a defensive guy, so
Mm.
I just prefer defense.
Yeah. I always played defense during football.
Yeah, me too.
I never played off. I
The only
used
reason
to play
why,
lineman.
because I couldn't remember the plays on offense.
Really?
Yeah,
Was it?
I couldn't remember because they wanted me to play wideout, but
Mm.
I couldn't remember the routes on the play to do.
No.
So I just said, "Coach, I'm sticking with defense. I'm sorry."
Yeah. So like I used to play lineman and like I just wasn't cutting the size anymore of a lineman, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
And then they said, well, you play defense, so I stuck with defense. I couldn't do anything on offense. I
what
guess.
position did you play? I think you played middle linebacker.
Oh,
No,
outside.
outside linebacker.
But I could be middle sometimes, but it was rare. Like maybe
I remember.
I don't remember.
I remember after my freshman year and my sophomore year, I think it was my sophomore year. I didn't get enough playing time my freshman year. And you remember Coach Powers, right?
Mm.
Everybody remembers Coach Powers if you went to
Of
Mar
course.
Vista, if you
course.
played football. We got along pretty cool. He was cool with me. I was cool with him. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
I can be a dumbass sometimes on the football field, but he told me, he said, "You know what, son? You're not getting enough playing time, and you're good. How about we move you to defensive end?" My sophomore year, and I said, "Well, coach, I played that in youth football. I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Right.
If I want to get more playing time,
Yeah.
why not try out defensive end?" And I love defensive end. It's one of my favorite positions
Right.
ever. Like, when I played, I did pretty good. Till I messed up my knee again.
Oh yeah. That's what you need again. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah,
That's one thing about sports, especially football, like getting hurt like that.
yeah,
That's scary. I mean, there's things that probably, honestly, I'm probably speaking for everybody. Is like some people still get hurt. They still have those pains
yeah.
from back then.
And it's hard to get rid of. It's
For
really
sure.
hard to
It
get
can be
rid
in
of.
any age, any high school, youth, whatever. I don't know anything,
Yeah,
but it sucks. But for sure, yeah. Like that's, I like defense. Back to what you were saying, I like the whole defensive game more than offense. I do like seeing stuff on offense, but
Oh,
I
me
feel
too.
like I like what you just said. I kind of like watching the defense. You know, I don't watch football as much as probably you. I put on here and there.
yeah.
And after the Chargers left, that's for sure
That's when you stopped, right?
stopped. That's when I for sure. I didn't stop completely. I still watched them, but I kind of told myself, you know what, I don't have a team anymore. I'm just like, I'm not one of those guys that like, you know, they left, like screw them. I'm not a Charger fan. No, I was just like, I'm following them because I know who's on there,
Mm.
and I think that was cool. And then when Rivers left, I was like, okay, I'm kind of like,
Oh man, it was tough to see him.
I was
go
kind
out
of like,
that.
all right, I'm officially like,
You're just whatever.
I'm out. Yeah, now I'm officially like, okay, he's out. That was like the last one that I knew of. Like that was from their
that you watched growing up.
Yeah, so that was it. And then the only one that's cool I can think of off the top of my head is like Keenan Allen. He's probably like one of the best right there.
He's definitely one of the best receivers.
Yeah, so
underrated, doesn't get enough credit. I'm just putting that out there. They don't really respect him enough. Besides the Chargers,
I think he's underrated.
I mean, though, your dad's still one of those. Hey, fuck the. I get messages from him saying "fuck the Chargers."
Oh, yeah. He's not a big football fan either. But I think sometimes I think like, okay, he's just saying that. Like,
he's just saying. I know
he's just trying to like talk shit, whatever. He's like that.
Yeah, he's like that. But he's cool though. I know why.
Yeah,
I'm a big time Chargers fan, so it's cool to come at. That's funny to come after the diehard.
Yeah,
but it's understandable. It's okay.
With like when it happened in the post and all that other stuff. Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, go back to this though.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
I love it. I loved it. I might steal it from you after this.
Dude, it's pretty sick. Like I was really excited that I got it because out of all of them, I was like, oh, this one's pretty cool, and I just Chargers LT. So I was like,
Chargers LT, you gotta get it.
Yeah, exactly. That
represents San Diego.
Yeah, and that's why I got it.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I love the dark visor on it though. Once again, it's pretty sick. I love the attention to detail they had with LT. Mm-hmm. They made sure, like, okay, he had a dark visor his whole career. Yeah, why not put it on him?
Yeah. So I remember you were talking about it before this. Is that you wanted to do something like in sports?
Oh yeah,
broadcasting and stuff. So what is your goal, or like you want to?
Right now, I'm just like, I'm in community college. My degree is in journalism, as we were talking about earlier. But like I want this to come to like fruition. Like I really want to get into sports broadcasting. Yeah. Like I want to call football games, basketball games, like play by play. Yeah. Like I feel like I'm really good at that. Probably more in football because I played the sport and I know what I'm talking about. Right. Like with basketball, probably gonna need a few more work in that. But with football, I watched the game growing up, and as a kid, I loved hearing the announcers, you know, on my TV screen.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you felt this way. I feel like the announcers have died down in like their hype.
The announcers? Yeah. Some of them, yeah. Some of them I still like to hear on my TV screen. Like, I don't know if these people know, like Jim Nantz, Iron Eagle, freaking Brian Gumble? And then you remember John Madden.
Oh, okay. But see, like, I don't remember listening to him, really. I mean, like, I don't really know, like, even who you said, honestly.
Yeah,
but
I mean, everybody knows John Madden, though.
Oh, Madden.
Madden, yeah.
Yeah, Madden.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Yeah.
Madden, yeah, Madden.
Yeah, so people should know that one at least. But, no, I get what you're saying, though. So, like, would you ever, like, and that's what we're talking about, is, like, you wanted to do a podcast of sport of your wrestling one, and then I was telling you, I was like, maybe you should do one for the sports, but you're saying you want to do the play-by-play, but you want to do like what are you saying about the ESPN people?
Like the debate shows are like that too. Well, I don't know, because I have a variety of options. What if I want to go into? If I want to debate with someone, like those debate shows on you see in the morning, like First Take and Undisputed, then I can get into that.